Hello, everybody. Hello and welcome. Please like as you come in. Happy weekend to everybody. Hello, and welcome. Please, if you can hear me, do let me know in the comment section. Happy Sunday to you guys. All right, YouTube is starting to give each and everybody a flag or a number now. So if you're number one, you get a number to your name. I didn't even realize that was a new feature, but yeah. So if you come in early, you get yourself a wait tag. Hello, Glory Chema. Welcome. Happy Sunday, my beautiful sister. How are you? And yes, I'm just waiting for others to join us. There's 9 of you watching us right now. So please like and share as you come in. I'm sure you guys already know why I am here. Honestly, I was not going to do this video because I kind of realized that hello Hobozikpem. I'm sorry if I've not pronounced your name well. You're welcome. Please like this live stream as you've come in. I was actually not going to do this live or this video on this pastor because so I think the last time I did a story, guys, let me ask these kids to stop their noise. So I think the last time I spoke about a pastor who was in the news, I mean, a pastor who was well loved by people was when Pastor Jerry Eze, obviously when he was being, I think people were dragging him or something about when he did that show in London where miracles were happening. And then not quite long after that show, he showcased the buildings, the businesses he invested for less privileged people and poor people. I just made up my mind that I was not going to talk about pastors. Either they are loved, either they are not loved, that I was just not going to talk about pastors. But this particular one actually, to be honest, I really don't know where I want to flip. Either flip on the pastor side or flip on what other people are saying. But I'm sure you guys know what is on ground. Okay, so apparently, Pastor Paul Adefarasin is one of the finest pastors in Nigeria. I hope you guys know that. He's one of the finest pastors, and yeah, it's not a crime to pass, what do they call, to give pleasantries or something. So apparently he was driving in his car and somebody, maybe it was a content creator, I don't even know who that guy was. It was a content creator, I think. And so it was showed that it was filming, and then from that video, Pastor Adefarasin drove and slowed down when he saw that guy, and he rolled down his side window and allegedly pointed something that people are saying was a weapon. And people are saying, oh no, it's not. It's a TASER, or it's a kind of like olive oil in a bottle. Or at least people who love this pastor are defending him, saying that what he brandished in that vehicle was not a weapon. However, the likes of Daddy Freeze, Very Dark Man, and a few other people are alleging that that was a GUN. And the first time I saw that video, I was like, hold on. Obviously, when I zoomed in that video, it looked. So this is me now. I am not saying that is what was in the video before people can start commenting. Don't take my word. But from when I saw that video, the way it was holding that thingy, it's come across as a weapon. I don't know if any of you have seen that video. It came across as a weapon. And then when I first saw that video, obviously I dropped a comment on that in the video that okay, if he has a license to carry in the UK, or even in the UK, we are not allowed a weapon. So, and I believe it's the US. My husband recently went to the US and he came back and were like, it was all of his friends that he was moving with, all of them, they had their carry and conceal, or something that is you carry but you conceal it. You only ever have to use it if you ever find yourself in danger. It was like all of his friends that he visited in the US, they have a license to carry and conceal. and he was the only one who felt like, should I even be working with you guys, because all of them are carrying bemo for body, you know. So when I saw that video, I dropped a comment to say, oh, okay, because apparently, like I said, it felt like it was a GUN in that video. I'm going to play. I think I found that video. I'm going to play it to us. So I dropped a comment to say, if he has a license to carry in the US, but it's not in the US, so it should not be brandishing it in Nigeria, because in Nigeria, you are not allowed a weapon. You are not allowed a GUN. So why does it think it's all right? And besides, you are in your own personal car. Why do you think? That's obviously me thinking that what I saw in that video looked like, I'm not saying it is a GUN. I am saying that it looked like, before people start coming to twist my words now. So let's watch that video. I'm going to share my screen with you guys. Please like this live stream as you come in, okay? Let me share my screen. I saved a couple of videos on Instagram, okay? I saved a couple of videos on Instagram. Let me stop sharing, then let me go to that page first. Guys, please like this video as it come in. Let me quickly find the saved posts. Okay, I think I saved it under his name or something. I'm trying to find it, though, guys. Bear with me. You know what? When I save stuff, when I'm looking for it, I can't find it. Bear with me, guys. I'm trying to find. I don't know what I did. I'm sure I saved it somewhere. Saved. I don't know what I've done with that post now. But I think I'm going to share my screen with you, and we can just go and search for it. Let me share my screen with you again, and then we can go and search that video. Because I often have like a mini folder on Instagram where when I want to talk about something, I just put everything into a folder. So let's go and find Pastor Paul Adefarasin. Pastor Paul Adefarasin. I want to type it so that all the videos about him, Adefarasin, will come out. I spelled Paul wrongly. Guys, please like this live stream as you're here. So I want that all the videos about him will come out, because I really want us to find that video of where the guy allegedly. So I'm trying to find that video now. I'm trying to find the video of the guy. Okay, this is him addressing his church.
The enticement of the.
So guys, bear with me. I'm trying to find the video exactly of. So obviously this is a vehicle. I'm trying to find exactly that video where
creator,
where the guy. This is the video. This is the video now. Hello Vivian V, happy Sunday, my baby sister. How are you? So this is the video of him, obviously in his Range Rover. I think it is. So let's just watch it, okay? For those of you have
boss.
In this video, there was no need for him to have stopped his vehicle. And at some point, when I saw it, I thought maybe he was familiar with the person, hence why he stopped and rolled down his windows. That was why I thought when I saw that video that, okay, you were driving, and maybe he decided to slow down and open his window because he recognized the person. That was why I thought, okay?
Sorry.
So did you guys hear? We don't know what he said to that guy, and we just heard that the guy said, sorry, sir. So let's watch. And then he drove away. So that's another take of the video again, okay? Watch, please. So that's him slowing down.
Boss. Sorry.
You saw that? They're watching again.
Boss. Sorry.
I think he said something. I think he said, I don't like it. I don't know. I think I'm not a mouth reader, but if you read the slips, I think Pastor Adefarasin said, I don't like it. And then the guy went on saying, sorry, sir, before you drove off. But before you drove off, you already saw that motion from his right hand there. What he had there looked like a GUI. What again?
Boss. Sorry, sir. Sorry.
Can you see that? So that was the video. Okay, Israel said don't do that. Okay, apparently I thought he said I don't like it. So he said don't do that, and the guy apologized to say, you know what? Okay, sorry, sir. So that was the video. And like I said, I think that the freeze came out and that the freeze had something to say about it. Let me go and find that the freeze video. I think it was from Instablog or something that I saw that video. Let me go to Instablog, because Instablog, there's a way, I don't know how Instablog cuts those videos. Instablog cuts the video quite short. That let me quickly see if I can save that video onto my, let me go on my phone, because I don't like the way I'm just searching for the videos, because I saved it. Yeah, I saved those videos. I don't know why I couldn't find it. Let me stop sharing first and go back again, because I saved the videos I wanted to talk about today. Guys, please like this live stream for me, please. So I saved it as Adefarasin, and I don't know why I'm not able to find it. Let me refresh my page. So you guys, from that video that you saw, what do you think of it? Okay, I've seen the page now. Let me share my screen. From that video, what do you guys think? From that video that we've just watched, what do you guys think? So that's the page. I hope you guys can see my screen now. So let's start from, obviously, that video again. Let's watch it again. That's the video again. Okay.
Boss. Sorry, sir. Sorry.
So Vivian V said, I'm good, thanks. So what if he had an e-cig in his hands or a black inhaler? All right, okay. Like I said, none of us that are speculating now, none of us knows exactly what he was holding, okay? So, like I said, that was a video there, and people assume it was a GUN. And then I think, is it... so this is the video of where Daddy Freeze was speaking to the guy himself, the guy who was filming. So Daddy Freeze interviewed the guy. So let's listen to that interview, okay? Guys, like us.
How are you doing? You don't get light.
Sir, there's no light. Yes, sir.
Imagine this poor innocent boy. We don't even get light.
Please like the live stream for me, guys.
Tell me your side of the story, please. Have I ever met you before today?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay. So I asked you for permission to use your video. That's how I started chatting with you yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
That was just Daddy Freeze clearing himself before people start saying that, oh, he knows the guy. So that was why Daddy Freeze was just trying to clear himself that he's never met this guy before. It was not he saw that video that he started communicating with him. So let's keep watching.
On that fateful day, that was on this thing.
Can we see your face, please? Is there any way you can get maybe another phone or something?
Sir, there's not that phone there, sir. There's not that. This place is dark.
Where are you? Okay, I don't want you to stay. And there's no other person beside you that can just shine their phone on your face.
No, sir. No, sir. It's because I said I want to send you because I wanted to enter bus before. There's no light.
You wanted to enter?
I said maybe motor apartment. So their light can.
Okay. So tell us what exactly happened from your own perspective.
So, sir, actually on that Friday morning, there was one of my big dad like that used to call me whenever I want to pass so I can film his car there. So I left home around 7 o'clock to go to that roundabout.
That's 7 in the morning or 7 in the evening?
7 in the morning on Friday.
In the morning.
Okay.
Please like Friday. This
so
guys.
He tells me that I should come to the roundabout, that I could roundabout. Because that's what I used to say. That's why I used to film cars like that. So
that's the Ikoyi roundabout just before the Ikoyi bridge.
Yeah.
So this guy, why does he film cars? Is he a content creator? Because like guys, I don't know this guy, okay? I don't know him. Is he a content creator? Why is he staying at a certain roundabout? Why is he filming cars? Why is he filming cars? Is he a content creator? This is me asking genuinely. I don't know. Okay.
Bridge.
Yeah, that used to banana.
Okay, so all right, so you are not in Lekki, you were on the Ikoyi side.
Actually, that morning I was in Lekki. My dad used to call me to film his car that morning, so I have to come from my jack to that place to film his car. So after done with his car, I just feel like to video some Range Rover that morning. I wanted to video like 10 to 15 Range Rover, then add the clip together, then post on my TikTok.
All
So
right.
that was my plan. So that was my plan. So and that was the first Range Rover that we spot in that morning. That was the first Range Rover that we spot. That's just 2024. So as I see the car that is coming, I didn't even want to video it first. So I just like, let me start from this Range Rover. So after I start this thing, so as the man now passing, I don't even know the person that is inside. To be very honest,
Did you touch the car? Did you at any point?
So I did not move close to the.
You know what? That was why I said that. Except Pastor Adefarasin knew the guy or he was familiar with him. Because if I was driving that car, if I don't know, even if I know anybody on the roadside, I'm not going to bloody stop for anybody. So at first, like I said in that video, when he slowed down, I thought maybe the guy, maybe the person he was slowing down for, maybe he was familiar with him. And obviously being a pastor, okay, wanting to do the Christ walk, he slowed down to say hello. But then that what he did, what happened after was not what we saw. Okay, because like in Nigeria, you're driving such a high car like that, they break, people will collect for your hand. So why did he slow down, wind down this video? He could have just continued driving. Is it him just telling him that the guy should not frame him? Even at that, he shouldn't even stop. I'm just saying, okay.
Car, I did not move. I even moved, like I moved back then. I not to feel like maybe I'm disturbing him or something. I moved back. So I was not even close to the car at all. So as I start the video, so I was just say, boss. Like boss. So as in that part, I was so happy.
But boss said he was happy when he parked.
Thanks for your video, stuff like that. That was what I was expecting. So as the one that said, don't do that. I was like, sorry, boss. I don't know that you get your set. So I did not really focus on it. I was just focused.
And I understand as well, because anything can happen in Nigeria. You are filming people's cars, their car registration number is going to be visible. So when you're posting people's videos, when you're posting videos of people's cars, are you blurring out their car registration numbers? Because now so I'm able to trace you. So people now you go to say they are on TikTok watching videos, you will not know that they are them be armed robbers. They will just trace vehicle, see the vehicle and go say, okay, now this pastor gets this motor now. So they will go to look for that kind of car. They will look for the car registration number to find that pastor. In a way, I am understanding why he would have stopped to say, don't film it. Because like I said, this guy said his purpose was to film Range Rovers and they pile them together and post on his TikTok page. So I've not seen any of the content this guy makes. And please, if anybody knows his handle, drop it in the comment section so I can go find him. So people's cars that you are now putting up together in a video and posting on your TikTok channel, are you blurring out their car registration numbers? And even if you are doing so, you recorded his car, you recorded the pastor's car, you have the car registration number. I cannot trust you. I can't trust you that you will not pass that car registration details to somebody else. This is just me thinking out loud. We all know what is happening in Nigeria. So in a way, I understand why the pastor stopped to say, don't do that. And in a way, I don't understand why a freaking slow that he could have just continued driving. David Black, welcome. Good to see you, bro. But let's keep listening.
Focus on my own screen. So because to get the video perfect, that's what I used to do, to get the video clean. So I don't really know. So as soon as I left, I don't even know what is his hand. I start see one stuff in his hand, I don't know. So as soon as
I say the thing will be GUN. So let's not focus on what was on his hand. Me, I'm more concerned about what you
exactly, Vivian.
To him. Did you jump in front of the car? Did you shout in any way?
Okay, sir, I did not shout, sir. I don't even know.
Exactly, I agree with you, Vivian. I mean, the guy, like I said, I don't know the kind of post, like it's just like me on the street in my street here. I say, oh, I want to start filming all the cars that, because I drive a Vauxhall. I should now say, okay, on my street now, any car, any brand of my car, because the car that I drive, I rarely see a lot of people drive that kind of car, okay? And I'm proud of my car, just saying. Just saying. So a lot, my car, I don't see a lot of my car, especially in the color that I drive mine. So I should now say, okay, oh, now I'm going to stand at this junction. Any car that looks exactly like mine, the same make, the same model, I'm going to film it and then put it together to let people know that there are different colors, because my color is very, very rare. My car color is very, very rare. I should now say I'm going to start filming to let people know that the color of this car is rare. It comes so. So while I'm taking those pictures, videos, in a way, I will be recording the car registration numbers. So if I now pile all of that together, so maybe while I'm editing my videos, I edited it in a way that those car registration numbers are not visible in the video I'm sharing on social media. But me, being the person who have gone on to record those videos, I have knowledge of those car registration numbers. And let me tell you, with those car registration numbers, I can go on Google, put those car registration on Google, and it will give me the details of the person who is driving the car. It's very, very much possible here in the UK. If anybody who I don't know now see me driving that car and they took a picture of my car registration number, they can easily go onto Google, type my car registration number, and it will give them all the details of the person that is registered to that car. I don't know, maybe that's the same in Nigeria, but it's the same here in the UK. So in a way, that guy too, I'm sorry, I'm not alleging anything, I'm not blaming you, I'm not accusing you of anything, but in a way, that is not a so good thing to do. And also, the pastor has no reason whatsoever by stopping, because what if when you stopped and you were hijacked? What if while you stopped, other people that you don't know were locking in collars jumped into your car? Because you winding down your windows, someone could easily put their hands in your car and unlock your car, and then multiple people get into your car. I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from here, but let's keep listening.
But you can even hear my voice.
Do you have any other person that was recording you while you were recording the car? Was the judge get any other footage from anywhere?
I think so.
So that particularly, there's no any.
I think so, because except maybe that guy released the video of Pastor alone, because from looking at that, it seems as if maybe somebody else was recording that guy. Though we didn't see a full view of the guy, we just heard his voice and his own side of him filming the pastor's car. So there might have been somebody, but him saying that there's nobody. So we're going to have to take his word for it, okay? But let's keep listening.
No, at that time, I was only the one at that roundabout. After I think that called me that I should come and video his voice, he's been made back. His made back X600. After I video the car for me. So people on my TikTok used to act like you record Range Rover Auto Bagba.
Hello, Samuel. Welcome.
So and that was just in my mind. And that car was the first car that I would spot in that morning. What else that?
How are you doing? You don't get likes.
So there's no like.
So I guess you guys already heard the guys. Maybe we should listen to his explanation again. I'm going to stop interjecting now. Listen to his conversation again, all right?
Imagine this poor innocent boy. We don't even get
like the live stream, guys.
So tell me your side of the story, please. Have I ever met you before today?
No, sir.
Okay. So I asked for permission to use your video. That's how I started chatting with you yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
So actually on that fateful day, that was on this thing.
Can we see your face, please? Is there any way you can get maybe another phone or something?
Sir, there's no other phone there, sir. There's no other. This place is dark.
Where are you? Okay, I don't want you to stay. And there's no other person beside you that can just shine their phone on your face.
No, sir. No, sir. It's because I said I want to send request. I wanted to enter bus before. There's no light.
You wanted to enter?
Except maybe motor are passing. So their light can shine on me.
Okay. So tell us what exactly happened from your own perspective.
Live stream.
So actually on that Friday morning, there was one of my big dad like that used to call me whenever I want to pass, so I can film his car there. So I left him around 7 o'clock to go to that roundabout.
That's 7 in the morning or 7 in the evening?
7 in the morning on Friday.
Okay.
On Friday. So he texted me say that I should come to the roundabout, that Ikoyi roundabout. Because that's what I used to say. That's why I used to film cars like that. So after I got there,
Ikoyi roundabout just before the Ikoyi bridge.
Yeah.
Ikoyi bridge.
Yeah. That leads to Banana.
Okay, so all right. So you were not in Lekki, you were on the Ikoyi side.
Actually, that morning I was in Lekki. My dad used to call me to film his car that morning. So I had to come from Naija to that place to film his car. So after done with his car, I just feel like to video some Range Rover that morning. I wanted to video like 10 to 15 Range Rover, then add the clip together, then post on my TikTok. So that was
if anybody has this
so
TikTok,
that was my
this
plan.
guy's TikTok, please let
So
me know.
and that was the first Range Rover that we spot in that morning. That autobiography was the first Range Rover that we spot. That's why it's for. So as I see the car that is coming, I didn't want to video it first. So I just like, let me start from this Range Rover. So after I start this thing, so as the man now passing, I don't even know the person that is inside. To be very honest, I
Did you
don't know.
touch the car? Did you at any point?
But I did not move close to the car. I did not move close. I even moved like I moved back. I don't feel like maybe I'm disturbing me or something. I moved back, so I was not even close to the car at all. I was not even close to the car. So as I started the video,
yes, it's happening in Nigeria, David.
Boss.
It's happening in Nigeria.
So as an part, I was so happy. I just want to acknowledge you, sir. Yo, thanks for your videos. Stuff like that was what I was expecting. So as the one that said, don't do that. I was like, sorry, boss. I don't know that you get so upset. So I did not really focus on it. I was just focused on my own screen. So because to get the video perfect, that was what I used to do, to get the video clip. So I don't really know. So as soon as she now left, I don't even know what is his hand. I started seeing one stuff in his hand, so I don't know. So as soon as
don't talk, say the thing will be GUN. So let's not focus on what was on his hand. Me, I'm more concerned about were you a threat to him? Did you jump in front of his car? Did you shout in any way?
Okay, sir, I did not shout, sir. I don't even, nobody can even hear my voice.
Do you have any other person that was recording you while you were recording the car? Can we get any other footage from anywhere?
Guys, like this live stream for me, please.
There's no any other person. At that time, I was only the one at that round about. After I filmed that come that should come and video his rules well. It's Maybach. It's S-Class Maybach X600. After I video the car for me. So people on my TikTok used to ask me that I should record Range Rover autobiography. So and
exactly, David. The ownership of Pew Pew is illegal, but we can't certainly say that was what was in his hand. But obviously, if you looked at that video, it seems like Pew Pew, but a lot of people seems to say it is Pew Pew. But I'm going to play a video what the pastor says. In my own opinion, seeing what I saw, it looked like Pew Pew. That is me. Okay, that is me. Before some people come and twist my words, from that video and from when I zoom in with the pictures and other pictures that people have screenshotted, it looks like Pew Pew. But some people have now said that, oh, it's not Pew Pew, that it is TASER. Even at that, you are not allowed either Pew Pew or Taju Taju. You are not allowed to carry such in Nigeria. You are not allowed. Even if it is Taju Taju that you spray in people's face, you are not allowed to carry either. But let's keep listening.
That was what's in my mind, and that car was the first car that we spot in that morning.
How are you doing?
So that's the video there. So now let me go find the video of where the pastor said, no, that was not what was in. Before then, let's go and watch one other guy, and then we'll listen to Very Dark Man, and then we'll watch what the pastor said, okay?
What up, JD? I don't want to space. And I'm here to just speak about, the incident that's been trending online about Pastor Paul, right? And I just I'm not here to publicly support him. I'm just here to publicly share another different perspective that I've seen a lot of people ignoring and acting like that doesn't even exist. Now,
look, I don't know. Is
to have a weapon openly like that in Nigeria? I don't know the rules in Nigeria, but I'm guessing yes, it's wrong, right? But now let's put it in another perspective. Wrong or right? Life and it's a serious issue, right? Now you're in traffic. You're in Lagos traffic. I want you guys to notice certain things in the video. Two key things. The car that pulled up at pastor's side had a siren on it. Then also, pastor's look on his face. He didn't look at the guy and point the gun at the guy. He looked at the guy and went down with the camera. Guy, so you shocked me. Oh man, just caught just now. You know why? Because I'm putting things into perspective and thinking the car on the side, right? It's probably pastor security. I might be wrong, I might be right. Now you see that the car didn't pull up until maybe like 20 or like 5-6 seconds. So like after pastor's car was in the shot, the video, right? Now what does that tell you? Pastor probably feed on day traffic. Probably feed on day traffic. I'm not saying that's what happened. Day traffic, he don't the OBS that guy. Say man, they see they follow me because now traffic they move. The guy, if you don't see pastor, when pastor did like 300 feet ahead.
I don't agree with what this guy said. The guy said it was at the roundabout. How would the pastor have seen that the guy was on foot? Mr. Man, I'm not listening to this guy's story anymore. The guy was on foot, standing at the roundabout. So the boy was not following the pastor. We just heard what he explained earlier on with Daddy Freeze. So how would the pastor think that he was following me? Apparently, pastor saw him with his camera. And pastor was like, okay, who is this person with the camera? No, I don't like this. Maybe that was why he slowed down and, decided to warn him. But then, as the kind of person you are, being a pastor, being a public person, you need to protect yourself. There was no reason for you to stop. You go and change your plate number. I mean, that's me. Even if I saw you, obviously, being the driver in the car, you will have seen the guy at the roundabout. You will have seen him with his camera. And again, the pastor can't assume that the guy was recording or filming his car. He can't assume because, yes, the guy might be standing with his camera, but what if it's something ahead that he's filming? Or what if it's something on the other side that is filming? But obviously, because it's facing that direction, you think it's automatically filming you. But yes, we've heard from the guy. He said he just wanted to film Range Rovers. With that, like I said, the pastor shouldn't have stopped. If you have that much fear for yourself, when you're driving alone on a Lagos road, you shouldn't have stopped. That's just my take. Because the way this guy is this guy on this screen is going on about it. No. But let's listen to him anyway. Let's give him the chance, okay, to explain his own perspective.
I didn't want to get that video. He knows in that traffic, so the car will always slow down to the point when if you catch him. So maybe that guy don't run. He don't fire away, don't move through cars. Maybe pastor say that guy is consistent in getting to him. Pastor, if you don't fear now, this man is a billionaire. He's a person of interest, whether we like it or not. And then again, this is Lagos.
How is he a person of interest? He's a pastor. So maybe he used the word person of interest for lack of words. He's a pastor. Pastors move with people publicly. Only alleged if he has something in his wardrobe. But then I'm still of the opinion that he shouldn't have stopped. Even if he realized what the guy was doing, he shouldn't have stopped. Because like I said, what if there are other people that are watching that he's not aware of, but because you've slowed down, you've wind down your windows, it gives other people the chance to rally around that car, put their hands into your car to unlock your car and get into your car. He practically just exposed himself to danger for slowing down and opening his window. That's my take.
Same Lagos that has insecurity issues.
Guys,
same Lagos that on that same road, probably 1,000 people have been robbed within the last 6-7 years on that same road, bro. On that same road, see my ear, see my this thing. It don't close. Now that road that won't collect my diamond earrings. What my livelihood do for me?
Voila.
Almost my life. I had to do surgery to get that earring out of my ear because when my livelihood do that earring, not be earring when we say you could just shoot for help.
Diamond earrings. Voila.
So for that guy to come out the earring from my ear, he had to remove my ears. Now fans save me. I for not there yet today. Today I know the ear very well. So you don't know the trauma that made the man react like that. That's my point. You don't know the situation. You don't know the food. You don't understand.
We've heard enough. In my own opinion, at that instant, watching that video, that pastor had no business slowing down his car or stopping at all. He had no business slowing down his car or rolling down the window. He could have just sped past because, like I said, he even exposed himself to danger by slowing down and winding down his car. He shouldn't have stopped. But let's listen to something. Let's watch something else. So, Very Dark Man had something to say, and then we will listen to the pastor what he had to say. Okay.
All right. So the way Nigerians today defend pastors, to be very honest, this country, it go hard. Nigeria go hard.
All right, okay.
So Dr. Paul Adefarasin
said the pastor's car didn't even have plate numbers. How do we know this? How are we able to confirm this, that the pastor's car had no registration number on it? I know some might use private numbers, they might use private plates, but in this certain scenario, was it confirmed that he did not have a car registration number on his car? I really appreciate if you have detailed information about that. For me, I don't think from that video we were able to see. Maybe we'll watch the video again to see if there was car registration number or not. But let's listen to what Very Dark Man had to say. Okay, V, we'll watch the video again.
But before Dr. Paul Adefarasin can talk, I did see a lot of Nigerians say, to be very honest, that's not a gun, it's a taser. If you say Napabi will hold that thing, you go talk to a taser. If Nasheyi Tinubu, you go talk to a taser. If Tinubu or one of APC people, you go talk to a taser.
Okay, people are confirming that the car had no registration number.
They're looking at it.
Okay, it made sense
from distance.
I don't freaking know what
they're going to look like.
Guys,
do you understand? The general, anybody will see if you wait person for sleep, na gone. But because in a pastor, when I say, and I let when I defend that, what you don't see.
They're talking about registration now.
What you not deal with? When I say na taser again, that's number one. Number two, what does he need the taser for?
Because we are not even allowed to carry.
They carry you around.
Okay, let's go watch the video again. Then we'll come back to Very Dark Man. Let's watch the video of that car again. So let's watch the video of that car again. All right, okay, that's true. That's true. From the beginning of that video there, I did not see any car registration number on that car. But let's keep watching the car.
Boss. Sorry.
So the car did not have car registration number. So you guys are right. There was no car registration number. There's no registration plate on that car. So which means that, okay, why did the pastor stop? And now, for the fact that I've confirmed from this video that this car did not have a car registration number, I'm of the opinion that he was carrying a weapon. I'm of the opinion that that was a weapon he carried. This is my thoughts. You don't have to agree with me, okay? You don't have to agree with me. I'm of the opinion that what he brandished to that guy was a weapon. But like I said, maybe why he slowed down was because he was fearful, because his car had registration number, blah, 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 blah. But now, obviously, there's lots of big men, they drive Range Rovers in Nigeria. And from this car now, there's no registration plate on it. So even at all, if they want to go and maybe track him, now there's no way they'll be able to track this car because, like I said, there's no registration plate on it. Or like car, we get registration number, we could say, or like look at that Mercedes Benz, the white Mercedes Benz on the right of that car. We can clearly see the car plate of that white Benz. But on this Range Rover, there is no car plate on it. So why did this freaking pastor stop? Why did he stop? He pretty much exposed himself to danger. And yes, he did so because, yes, he allegedly had something to shakara the guy, say, hey, you did okay? So let's listen to Very Dark Man. We're just listening to him. I'll read your comments as we go. I'll pop your comments on.
All right. So the way Nigerians say they defend pastors, to be very honest, this country, it go hard. Nigeria go hard. So Dr. Paul Adefarasin have come out to say that wasn't a firearm.
No registration at the front and no registration at the back.
I see a lot of Nigerians say, to be very honest, that's not a gun, it's a taser. If to say na Pabi you hold that thing, you could talk saying a taser.
Yeah,
if na Tinubu, like you talk saying a taser. If na Tinubu or one of APC people, you could talk saying a taser.
Yeah, Glory, we've confirmed this. No registration on it.
Men looking at it, that thing from distance, na gun it look like. Do you understand? The general, anybody will see if you wait.
Hello, Cindy Manuel, welcome. Please like this live stream for me, guys.
But because in a pastor, when I say, and I let when the defender, what you not see. Which one I know deal with? When I say that taser again, that's number one. Number two, what does he need the taser for? When you get convoy, they carry around. But now give people sticker. And I'll tell them to pray and God will protect you. Nigeria cannot go forward, man. Religion have eaten a lot of you.
He's saying the truth, man.
Christian,
welcome everybody. I see you all. Please like and share this video for me. He's saying the truth.
Like I said, if not person one I don't like, now you hold that you now say make police investigate.
David, welcome. How are
it is a gun and it is a gun. And I'm saying they investigate. But yeah, it is Dr. Paul Adefarasin. Yes, that crash.
Yeah, V, they are allowed plateless cars. Exactly. Yeah, but like I said, he shouldn't have stopped. He had no reason stopping. If he was terrified of his life, he had no reason for stopping. But obviously, it's because of the bemo that he was holding. It's because of the pew he was holding that gave him the confidence to do what he did, to stop.
That should be overlooked. That crime should be overlooked. Let's see it. Prison is not allowed in Nigeria. Who won't even check with them? The police are not even saying anything. Exactly. Just assume, say, na very dark man hand, they see that thing.
They go down bundle you.
Oh boy. It's also
how are you? Welcome guys. Please like this live stream for me.
Don't try to go ask a question for EFCC. Yes, don't die back.
They will bundle you.
You people are not ready. You are not ready.
Not at all.
You are not ready. You people are very selective of who you want the police to arrest. You are very selective of who you want justice from.
Yes.
If you like make it pain now, know the truth. People know the truth. You know the truth. You know what was there.
Yes, exactly.
You know what was there? This same guy, man, so as a pastor, they allege him. He did. Where they say they mistakenly hit him motor, he come down. The bus driver busting glass. I don't know how they were able to play that video all over social media. I saw the video there.
I saw
the
that
guy get caught. Blessing, he come up from the scene in PA. The video was there on social media, if you remember vividly.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember.
So if there's something that's in a gun, man, I ain't gonna really dispute it.
Exactly.
But yeah, from distance, everybody don't know now saying an electric taser. How would you know?
How you take no? Exactly.
How would you know?
Do you have one? Do you have one to know that was an electric one?
How would you know?
I don't like this.
You want the country to be better, but you don't want to hold everybody accountable. You want to hold the people that you hate accountable. But the one that you love, there's no problem.
No, exactly.
People don't want accountable. No.
The kind of drama we have on YouTube today.
He's a pastor.
Voila. As some people said it was olive oil. Now, the pastor has actually came out because he did address this at his church. And when I watched that while he was addressing it, I expected him to say what he was holding, but he did not. So let's listen to him.
Their target was to make more money. And I was falsely accused of bearing a firearm, pointing a firearm at an aggressive content creator who came within personal distance. The only thing separating me and him was about maybe 3/4 of a meter and glass. I do not have a pistol license for a firearm. I do not carry a firearm, and I pointed no firearm.
Okay, what were you pointing?
Amen.
So you pretty much said nothing. You said you were going to address the issue, but that was all he said. I expected that he would have said, what I was holding was this, that. He started with, I do not have a license for that. I do not have a license for this. By the way, I believe this is some people who want to come up with some whatever. What I was holding, what I brandished was so. He should be he was accused wrongly. According to him, I expected him to have said in that congregation that this was what I was holding. Bring it out in your congregation and show them. But he did not do that. He did not do that. Exactly, Israel. He did not do that. So I'm still of the opinion that what he brandished was a weapon. Nothing else. I'm sorry. That was all he said.
And it's our policy not to dignify hate speech, false accusations. We believe that God is bigger than that.
Pastor, you are pretty much addressing the public as long as you are addressing your church. Yes, you said you don't have the license to carry in Nigeria, you don't own a weapon, blah, 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 blah. But you obey the members of your church and the public and those whom you believe have accused you wrongly. You obey them the proper explanation of what you brandished in that vehicle. You should tell us, by the way, that was my inhaler that I carry in a customized carrier. Or that was a perfume or a hand sanitizer that I carried around in a customized bottle or in a customized whatever. You did not do any of that. So in a way, you've really not come out clean. I'm just thinking out loud.
And we believe in what is said in Romans 12 and verse 19. And it was unique because it came home on a Saturday when I observe Sabbath.
He did not address it. He did not address it well.
Because it's a great time for me. I don't make a huge law out of Sabbath, but I believe in the principle of Sabbath. And unfortunately, several persons called me and sent me many videos. I was shocked.
Glory, Kioma. Exactly, glory.
I'll be candid with you. I was shocked. I was hurt. I am human. But God is touched with the feeling of our infirmities. And He's able to first give us succor. And what the enemy means for evil, He works it for good. On that note, I will lay that matter to rest. Their target was to make more money.
So like I said, guys, he did not address his congregation well. He did not address them. Because like I said, I expected him to have said, yes, it started well. I did not hold the license to this. So he clearly knows to carry something in Nigeria, to carry a weapon, you need a license. And I think, as Vivian said, that some people who are in military, that, you know, in a way they are allowed. Obviously, they have their permits to carry and stuff like that. So he knew he needs to have a license to carry. So that's him said that he does not have a license to carry. He was not carrying anything. And what I expected him to go out to say was that what I had was this, was that, was this. But he did not do any of that. Instead, he said people were trying to, it was a wrong narrative. People wanted money. Who wanted money? Who asked him for money? You know, that explanation just gone on to say that what people have been alleging seems to be true, allegedly. Vivian said, what if he was holding a black CD holder coming from his leg? Allegedly, Vivian. No be me talk am, say he carry condom. Allegedly. Let's watch that video again, guys. And I've dropped the link in the comment section. If any of you wants to come up and say one or two things, we have another 15 minutes to go because we have another live stream at 7 o'clock. So let's watch that video again, and then I will start taking your calls. Okay, it will take about maybe 3 or 4 calls.
Boss. Sorry.
Can you see that? Nothing you fit tell me now weapon that man carry, because you see how he aimed it. He was carrying it lower. He was carrying it low. Should the case that guy turned out to be where he was, then he was ready. Allegedly. It was even if that was a taser, see the way he was already aiming low. Watch it again.
Boss. Sorry.
See, what are you guys telling me? Look at the way you already hit before you wind down totally.
Sorry.
See, I beg you.
Boss.
Do you guys saw while he was gradually winding down that mirror? He lowered it halfway, and then before he now opened it, before he now lowered this, before he rolled down his mirrors, you can see the other arm. It was kind of like set for anything happens, is ready. Just need to push the button. Watch again.
Boss.
See that mirror?
Sorry.
Look at that. His hand was down. It was when he realized that guy was armless. That was when the other arm, which he was using to hold something, went back onto the wheel, onto the steering wheel. It is well with Naija. At least that's all the video I've seen today that I wanted to play with you guys. That's all the videos I've seen today that I wanted to play with you guys. So I'm going to take your calls now. The link is in the comment section. If anybody wants to jump in and say one or two things, you can. The link is in the comment section. I'll pop it on the screen. You can come in and say one or two things. Alpha said it was a taser. Anyone overseas would know. Have you owned one before that you know it was a taser? We have GUA pew that are small as that. Alpha, do you own one? And I've seen people with short pew. Yeah, short pew. I've seen short pew. It comes in different forms. So what we saw there, yeah, it could be a taser, but I can't say it's a taser because I've never seen a taser before. I've seen a short pew. Yes, I have seen one before. Very small, discreet, very small. But him not addressing his congregation, he left the most important thing while he was addressing his congregation was exile. By the way, what I had was maybe my wine jar or maybe my whiskey bottle. Maybe it was, by the way, what I had in my hand was my whiskey bottle or was my inhaler that I stored in a special carrier. Or it was so. He did not do any of that. So, Pastor knows what he was doing. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm going to read your comment. Okay. Benji said, acting just like TD Jakes, his father. The day of the Lord is coming. All evil will be judged. Yes, so all evil will be judged. And Vivian V said, Mama 5, I can tell you people in the military carry. I'm from a strong military family with military friends. Weapons must be out of sight. Exactly. Even in the US, I was just saying there about when my husband went to the US, his friends, they conceal. They have no reason to use it except if they find themselves in a situation whereby it is required. Even person where even while you are going, nobody should even see it. That's why they carry. That's why they call it carry and conceal. Yes, you are carrying, but you must conceal it. It's only when you find yourself in a situation whereby, oh, okay, this is a life-threatening situation. And then in most cases, when we watch all of these films, they will tell you that, oh, they've got a license, and then the police are looking at the license to be sure that it's in their name, it's not expired, it's in date. Just like if you're involved in a motor accident, before they call your insurance, they call your insurance, is your car, so do you have a car insurance? Is your insurance, do you, as in, is it in date? It's not expired, stuff like that. Do you have a driver's license? Blah, blah, blah. Just like when you carry a pew-pew, those are the questions they will ask you if at some point you have to use it. Nigeria is in God's hands. So at this point, I'm sure that God will say, I'm tired. No be only Nigeria creates. Make una no kill me. At some point, that's what God will be telling Nigerians. That come, I get so many people inside this world where I create. No be only Nigerian they inside. Make I go, no. Arike said, looks like it was showing him something to keep him. Exactly. And that thing, the guy also obviously felt threatened, and he had to like, oh, sorry, sir, sorry, boss. Alpha said if he was feeling threatened, it would never have stopped. No, he stopped because he knew something that gave him the confidence. He knew he had something, allegedly. Because for me, if I don't get something, I'm not going to say, make I stop. No, because like I said, I had no reason to stop. And I said it from that video there, he had no reason to stop. At some point, I was like, maybe he saw that the guy was familiar and he was looking to say hello. But no, it turned out that the pastor wanted to shakara, say, I get Mola, you misbehave. Because from that video, it was already aimed low. It was not as if he was pointing directly at him. He was already aiming low. He rolled down the mirror halfway. While he rolled down the mirror halfway, that was him studying the guy outside. And while he was studying the guy, he was aimed below. And then by the time he now further down, roll down the windows, you could see. And then his hand moved. When he realized the guy was not a threat to him, the hand where he was holding that thing now went onto the wheel. That is where you now see both hands on the wheel. And then he drove off. This said 9 mm. Exactly, help us tell them. Because like I said, these things comes in different sizes. Samuel said, if it's not a pew-pew, it might be Bible. It might be Bible, or I'm sorry, guys, it might be juju, something that signifies protection. Well, like I said, I'm glad nobody was hurt, but you'll have thought that a man of God will at least, let us know the cocoa. Yes, obviously, because of the unsafeness in Nigeria, they start. Obviously, it started with him saying that he does not have a license. So, was that, in fact, guys, 8 minutes to go. If you want to drop in and say one or two things, the link is in the comment section. If not, I'm going to read your comments and then we'll round up because we have a live stream at 7 o'clock, okay? V said exactly, that's my thoughts. Alpha said, please, I have Googled them. And some of those tasers, a couple of them are quite small, and some of them are almost the size of a normal handheld GUN. But just like this said there's a 9 mm. 9 mm is a small pew-pew. Okay, so yeah. Arika said anything goes in Nigeria. Now so we see Amo. And Vivian said not the high-ranking officers, but their orderlies. All right, okay. No plate number, flashing something again. Now so that's how Nigeria is. And for the fact that Nigerian police are not even saying anything, that's why I said when I drop a comment that do we have police in Nigeria? We don't. Oh. Alpha said, beautiful auntie, if they want to distract you, there will be multiple gangsters hoping you will slow down. So why did he slow down? There was no need for him to slow down. In fact, for the fact that he slowed down, he actually exposed himself to something that you just mentioned happening to him. He shouldn't have slowed down. Like I said, when I was like, oh, maybe he slowed down because the guy looked familiar to him, or maybe he recognized the guy. And just like the guy said that, oh, I thought maybe he wanted to say, my boy, this, that. Obviously, the guy was surprised in a different way. And like I said, if I were to be driving in Nigeria tomorrow or more, even just like as I am here, when I'm going out in my car, I'm driving, I don't see nobody. Even when I see people where I know they stop to carry anybody for road. Say what's happen. I know they see nobody. And it is the same attitude I'm going to carry when I go to Nigeria. If I'm driving, I don't freaking know nobody. It's only me and whoever is in the car and where they go. Anybody else with the car, I don't know you. Even if I see you say I sabi you, lie, our road no fit be the same. No be where they go, you they go. Vivian V said, Paulo won't have aim at him in broad daylight, but these content pranksters can be really creepy. Exactly. Lo says sleep took me off now. Wow. Even me, I've been dying to have an afternoon nap, but I just can't sleep. It's too bright. And Vivian said, be careful. Some people are not in the mood for content creators when they feel threatened. True. And also content creators, you guys need to be careful. Okay. I'm sure this guy has learned his lesson now. Maybe he needs to change his niche. Maybe he needs to change his niche. He needs to change the content he's creating. Stop filming people's cars. Like I said, there might be dangers. Obviously, our pastor's car no get plate number. So the possibility of his car being traced is unlikely. And I did mention that there was a white Mercedes, or might see a Hummer Jeep or something on his side. It was a white Mercedes. We could clearly see the car plate of that car. So if it were cars like that, now we're like, oh, these people they are not safe. You're exposing them because when you go on to post these videos on your channel, their car registration is going to be visible. And people who are alleged only out there could just go on your channel and start, once they know what area that car will go to, they'll start tracing cars. So I guess this guy needs to change his niche. Okay. Alpha said he knew he was safe and the guy was armless. He was flexing. Okay, possibly. Dory said we have bribery in Nigeria. I don't think we have police in Nigeria anymore. I'm sorry. I don't think we have police in Nigeria because that country, and I'm going to keep saying that country is not safe. No, there's nothing you want to tell me. And here, anytime I'm talking, people are like, oh, why are you making Nigeria sound the way you're saying? If I come to Nigeria, I must have a car in front, at the back, and me in the middle. And anybody that shake leg beside my car, brush them off. Because at the end of the day, now my safety and the safety of my family that comes first. I don't think I shared my experience of when I went to Nigeria in 2021. So I traveled to Nigeria in 2021. I did not tell anybody I was coming to Nigeria. The only people I told I was coming to Nigeria were my two sisters. Reason being that it's been 16 years I left Nigeria and I feel no Sabi Road again. Yeah, I lived in Shangisha. And my parents no longer lived in Shangisha, so they moved somewhere else. So there was no way I would have been able to find where they lived. So if I didn't even tell my parents, I didn't tell my mom, I didn't tell my dad I was coming to Nigeria because I know that out of being excited, they will start telling people, even their neighbors in their new area. They knew my parents had 5 children. They've only seen 4. They will probably be wondering, where is the number 5? Where is the 5th? Yes, they've seen pictures. My parents told them, oh, we have a daughter, we have 3 daughters, but so far they've only seen 2 daughters, they've seen 2 sons. People in the wondering, where is the 3rd one? So I did not tell anybody I was coming. I said my 2 sisters. So I arrived at the airport. My sisters were waiting for me. They picked me up in a taxi. And just as we're on that, we're traveling to Ikorodu. I think we were not far from I think it's Majidun. And I know it's Majidun because when I was writing GCE, I wrote my first GCE in Majidun area of Ikorodu. So, and I know because there's like a bridge and there's like is it a river or something? So I knew that area was the area of Majidun. So at some point, it was quite dark. It was about maybe 11:30 at night because I arrived late in Nigeria that day. And then before we knew it, we started seeing vehicles on our road. No, we're traveling that way. And we're seeing cars on our way that way, turning back, saying, oh, there's a robbery taking place ahead of us. And before we know it, cars were turning. And I'm like, how can cars be turning? Can you not just be reversing? Why make a U-turn in the road? What if you bump into people that are coming? Do you know what my sister said? My sister said, driver, yeah, a U-turn. Anybody to buy anyhow. I said, That was my sister saying that, driver, oh, yeah, make a U-turn quick, make a U-turn quick. If anybody is standing anywhere on the road, clear them away. I'm on fear catch me, Fear catch me. Me, I was already like this in the car, saying, hey, God, help me. Luckily, I don't have any cash. I was not carrying any cash. All I had on me was my card. That no matter what, I'm not going to carry cash because I know how Nigeria is. I was not carrying any cash. It was just my bank card. Immediately, I already put that card into my bra. My phone, I was like, okay, my phone has got insurance in the UK. So if they take my phone off me. So I was already calculating, but then I was terrified that what if they had a weapon? What if they have a weapon? Hearing my sister telling the driver of the taxi, it was a Uber we took. Oh yeah, driver, make a U-turn quick. Don't wait for those damn folks to reach us. So make a U-turn. Anybody that is walking anywhere anyhow on the road, clear them away. I said, is woman being you are saying that they should clear away? My sister was like, oh, sister me, be looking at, sit down there. That is how Nigeria is now. That is what Nigeria takes now. That was what my sister was telling me. So we had to do about another 20 minutes. So luckily, the driver made a U-turn on that same road and we're facing oncoming traffic. By the way, blaring, hazard light. Yes, it's only in Nigeria that they use hazard light for everything. If you want to trafficate left, in a hazard light, the hazard light is on 247. Hazard light was on, and they were pressing their horn, ping, 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 ping. I was like, hey, I chose the wrong time to come to Nigeria. That experience, I will never forget. I did not get to my parents' house until 1 a.m. My flight landed at 9 o'clock. By the time I did immigration checkup, custom checkup, everything took about an hour because I did visa on arrival onto my British passport because I did not have a Nigerian passport. So it took me longer before I came out of the airport. So by the time we took our taxi, Ikorodu from Ikeja to Ikorodu, it's quite far with traffic. I did not get to my parents' house until 1 a.m. Fear catch me that I did not step out of the house for 2 days because I was just thinking that what could have happened? What could have happened? So if you guys are now hearing me, that I'm telling you that if I come Nigeria and I'm going out, I will drive with an entourage. If I have the money, I will drive with an entourage of security. That's just my take. I'm going to read your comment, guys, and then we'll round up this live stream, okay? So be safe in Nigeria. Vivian said, it shouldn't have slowed down. I agree. It shouldn't have slowed down at all because he had no business with that guy. It should have slowed down, but robbers could connect their bodies further down the road. Exactly. He may have down it to tell them they try anything, then they all go down together. Possibly. Arike said, if he wanted to be transparent, he should have told us what exactly. That was what I said. He should have, if you want to be transparent, being a pastor, being plain, he should have said, this was what I was carrying, and this is a picture of it. At least so that people like me that are talking, we can zip our mouth. People like Daddy Freeze that is talking, he can zip his mouth. People on bloggers that are talking, we can zip our mouth because he's already given us evidence of what he was holding. But he did not do that. Guys, please like this live stream for me, please. He should have told us what he was holding or bring what he was holding to church. Exactly. That was my thought as well. But what do we know? Now, Pastor EB. Alpha said, beautiful auntie, I have a vintage car. One evening in Abuja, a very safe area, Maitama. I just finished washing my car. The area was quiet. This guy came up and tried to get my attention. I immediately drove over a bit before I stopped and reversed. I was concerned he was a criminal. He later told me he wanted to meet me for photos of my car. I eventually gave him my number. True. Okay. That person could have a different agenda, but anyway, in all of this, all I'm going to say is that content creators, be careful. Hence why, I always say on my channel here that when it comes to vlogging, I don't feel comfortable shoving camera in people's faces. Even when I'm going to a supermarket and I say I want to vlog, it makes me feel somehow that, how would this person feel with me shoving a camera? Because if you're filming, there's no way you're going to a complex or a supermarket, you will still capture some people in your clips. So in a way, hence why I kind of like stopped doing vlogs on my channel. Even when I opened my other vlog channel, I stopped doing vlog because in a way, I felt carrying cameras in a way you are kind of like protruding into people's life as well. So content creators that vlogs, maybe you should seek permission before you do stuff like that. So Mr. Ola has just come into stage, and I'm going to take Mr. Ola's call, and then we'll round up. Okay. Hello, Mr. Ola. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much, my sister. God bless you.
Yes, sir. Good to see you again. How have you been, sir?
We just busy up, children activities.
Good.
This topic is these Nigerian pastors is because we take them to some kind of high esteem. These people are nothing else than Yahoo people. You understand? Yahoos. Why I say Yahoos? Because if these people are living in the Western world, like the way they chase some of them out in the Western world,
you
understand me? These people is all about the business. That church, wherever they have, is his business. There's nothing up. You can call it legal way of Yahoo because the government is not going after them. You understand me? He drove his so-called Range Rover. Then you slow down to answer somebody, and the person is calling you boss. It seems like the escort car is in his back. That car look like his escort car.
All right, okay.
You understand? Because there's no way he can be moving. That car is not registered. It seems like he have an escort car might follow him in the back. You understand? That guy never posed no threat to him. He's the one that slowed down. He can also move.
Yeah.
He slowed down.
He shouldn't have slowed down.
Allowed the guy to see him, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Then he placed that thing on the steering for the guy to see. Just to intimidate the guy. Power play. You understand me? It was just a power play.
Yeah.
And he's coming to his church to talk nonsense out of his mouth. These people are naughty than Yahoo people. Actually, you see that useless one they catch in Enugu that escape, that started saying, I'm not a dibia. That's by the time you grab these people, you hold them, you arrest them, put slippers on their leg. You see that these people that people are respecting in the church, these are a bunch of scammers. That you really know who they are really. Put them under interrogation. Put them a lot of things that the kind of financial crime and crime against humanity on their own members in that church. Then you will see that these people that people are going to say man of God, they are not holy at all. You are dealing with people who are like corny and scammers. You know, sometimes we mistakenly honor poor people who try to survive. Who might tell you 1 naira today, tomorrow will tell you 2 naira. That these are corny people. To hold that church, they have a lot of work in their head. They have agency, they have all kind of something. Then when you know is ringing on his head, he say we're explaining his own church. Why did he explain it his own on the social media? Then let's just see what actually was holding.
Yeah.
You understand me? If it was like in the Western world, right? They will slow that account down, they will zoom that in.
Yeah. I'm sure I saw a picture. I don't know why my
they will zoom it, right? He will say, no, it's not a gun. They will zoom it. This modern technology, that thing is holding in the sand. And just they will bring it out.
They will get a picture of it and even let you know what it is exactly. The way they will
exactly. They will so drag it, they will drag it out, and you see what actually was. Because Nigeria have no laws, no rules. Some of these people have connection to all these policemen. Some of them, the judge is their friend in Lagos State. Some of them, they think they're above the law. Look at is that by Richard? Who is Richard the Puff Daddy in Nigeria? Who? Nobody. But still, see what the United States government is doing to him.
Yeah.
Because if they suspect he committed the crime, and he must face the court and the law. Because Nigeria is just lawlessness. That's why you see nobody's respecting the law anymore. Everybody, criminals are being guarded by police. You know what I mean? How can you as a criminal, but you have police escort? Police won't open door for you. Pastors are police, guiding them. Our police system, not even the police system anyway, because majority of them prefer to guide celebrities that actually perform their duties on the road. You understand me? So we sunk into a place of no return. That's why this man who called himself fake man of God.
Can you guys see the image I've just printed out that I just put up? Look at what was circled there. Tell me what that looks like to you.
It was holding
he did not aimed anything. What was that? What did he do? Was that not aiming?
He just let the guy understand. These guys forget that they wear suit and smile in the church. Some of them, they are drug users also. They need to test some of them on narcotic things and everything. He just want the guy to understand he's a power play. See the way he wrote that. He looked into the guy because he want to show the guy his masculinity.
Make a wrong move and you are a gunner.
Yes, just for nothing. You know that guy's a car spotter now. A lot of Lagos were doing the same thing. These guys, they want to grow their channel in Instagram and other things so that they can have people come and be advertising in their pages and everything. Sorry. So they just try to grow their channels so that people will be running business in their channel just to eat. These are poor guys trying to find something to do for them. He saw that this guy have nothing. He saw it, but he just want to intimidate the guy by wearing that. If you check his eyes, look into the guy's eyes.
Yeah.
You can see his demeanor. Look at his chin. Look at his mouth. Look at his nose. The way he brought the guy down. Well, he's trying to play. Don't mess with me, man. I'm a big dog.
Baba wear dark art. Say mess up, man.
Yeah, he was just play. Woke up. He's playing something else, you know. He's playing something that he cannot do inside his own house. And don't be surprised, this guy might even have a very big hanger, anger issue. You know
I
what
think
I noticed?
somebody said to him that he needs to go and take anger management lessons.
Yeah, one thing that I noticed about most people that mention Jesus most of the time, I have lived with a woman, you understand me, because of my economical financial condition at that when I was in university, and I was from the rural area. Sometimes we spend some certain period of time in their house where I think I'm broke. I cannot go and meet my father. They are very rich. I will spend 2 weeks for them in their house while before I go and meet my father. You understand me? Maybe for under 100 naira or 150. At that time, that was 1991, no, when I just started my investment in 1992. This woman was always talking about Jesus. Guess what? This woman will give me more than 100 ashoki to be present, to be ironing. This ashoki, to iron all these clothes and everything, it will smell in your body. This woman will not give me food to eat. I will be eating the egusi soup on the air when I'm laying on the bed. You understand me? So does it mean because somebody is going to church, when he sit and open the Bible, I said, it's not a preacher. You tell me, do you see your grandparents are voodoo worshippers? I will be looking at that. At the time, I could not take it. By 1993, I told her, you're not God lover at all. I only just respect you because of your first son. That just all. I left that house, never came back again. Wow. Not because these people stand on the stage and preach about the word of God, that they are real like that. It's a perfect way of business. Even Kali Church nowadays, if you broke, you want to get to something to make some money, go to the seminary. But if you become a reverend father, you collect money too. Yeah, most of them driving Jeep, living on mansion. Some of them even secretly have wives. Somewhere they stay. So we should not be say because he stand, he went to carry weight somewhere. These are devils. Devils. 419 people. Scammers.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ola. Let me get somebody else in. Thank you so much for your contribution.
Thank you very much. Yes, thank you. Bye-bye.
Hello, Sister Natu. Welcome.
Hi, my sis. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you too?
Good. I went for a women's party yesterday. I just woke up. Good.
You're welcome.
I'm so happy you're coming to this topic, and let me tell you why.
Right. I was not going to do it. When I started, I was like, hey, I was not sure because the Bible says, speak not against my anointed.
You see, even me, I don't like talking about pastors. And people used to say that because maybe I go to a redeemed church. And it's just not like that. But my grandfather is a pastor too. And he's an old, like all those olden days pastors. And he always talks about if you don't like a pastor or if a pastor is doing something you don't like, it's not that you don't criticize it. But I feel like just pick what you know is right and leave what is not right. You can always speak about it, but you can speak about it respectfully. But you see our people now, they are just waiting for one pastor to do something very like this. They will start screaming, cursing, raining, he's fake, indeed, Adefarasin is fake. Let me tell you two things. I've never been a Adefarasin fan. I like his preachings. I don't watch it all the time. I don't think for the last 3 years I've watched any of his preachings. Let me just be honest. But I'm going to tell you one thing. There's something that Ola used to say, one of Prestige. He said when something is going on between two people, that person that is carrying the camera to record is doing something. And let me tell you why. Because they want to look like the same person now, like the innocent person. So they're going to try to be in their best behavior. That guy didn't just carry camera and start recording and that man wind his glass. No. That guy must have been following that man for a while. And that man felt threatened.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
That's another angle. Okay.
Yes. He must be following him for a while and the man felt threatened. See, it's not every time that you sometimes, right, you do something to scare a thief away. People have used knockouts to scare thief away that looks like they are using GUN. Do you understand what I'm saying? People have carried rubber GUN to chase thief away to show that like people have used taser to show like they have this thing. People have used pepper spray that looks like GUN. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm telling you this because I worked as a security guard before in the school. And there's a pepper spray that the guy gave me that was a former cop. The pepper spray bottle looks like a small GUN. So I used to do night patrol because I was going to school.
Okay.
So if you're coming around me and always holding in my hand, and you're always careful with me, even though I have to be, because you don't know what the other person is holding. So now I'm just driving and I see somebody and I want glass to warn the person. Why? You have to ask first, how did you get there? That's the first question we're going to start
that was
asking.
one of the questions I asked her. Why did he slow down? Was he familiar with the guy?
Exactly.
That was one of the questions I asked
He
her.
has probably seen that guy more than once.
Slow down. Like, why did you slow down? And then
Exactly. That guy must have been stalking him. That guy must have been stalking him, and he sees this face like, this is not the first time I'm seeing this face. Why am I always seeing this guy? What's the problem? And then why is the guy having a camera? Do you understand what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to look at both sides. Just because he's a pastor, he's human. Yeah. And he has also said, I don't have the license to carry a GUN. He probably was holding something to scare the person away, like, don't come close to me. Let the person feel like we have done that plenty times. You see, especially knockouts in Naija. I have personal friends that have knockouts that sounds like a GUN. I'm not joking. So anytime things come to her house, she starts throwing it. That one is a woman self. And they run away. So in their head now, they believe that she has GUN. But because he's a pastor and he's known, he has to come out and address it. My friend will never come and tell you that.
Hold on. So he had the chance to explain what he was holding to his congregation, but he did not. So in my own opinion, the opinion that he was holding a weapon. He did not mention anything about whatever he was holding.
He said he never has a. No, he said he never has a license
to carry. He said he doesn't have a license to carry. So what was he holding? He obeyed his congregation what he was holding. Maybe it was my whiskey jar.
That is why I'm explaining to you. He didn't say that for security reasons. People have their secret. He only said that to tell you that it's not a gun. That's the highest we explain to you. Because he's known. People can attack him anywhere. If he say it's a pepper spray, everybody knows that he's holding pepper spray now. Do you understand what I'm saying? I've worked in a security firm. That's why I'm explaining this to you. People will not come out and tell you all the time, oh, this is this, not this is this. No, I can only tell you it's not this because I don't have license to carry. It can be anything, but it's not that.
But I'm saying, look at with the picture I've seen on my screen here. Its point is looking to me as a pew.
Since I saw it, let me tell you,
even if it's a pepper spray, you can't hold a pepper spray that way because people are like, oh, it's a pepper spray. I've seen people saying it's a pepper spray.
That's why I'm explaining to you. The first day I saw it on my life, I said it's not a pew. On my life, I said this is not a pew. This guy is holding something to scare that person away. Do you understand what I'm saying? Well, I can't tell you because I don't know who is coming for me tomorrow. I don't know how the other person is coming tomorrow. He has to protect himself. It's not a pew, but it's something that he just wants to scare them. So if you just say today, oh, it was just this, so somebody can come with a pew tomorrow and scare him. I come at him. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's what, like, on the first day I say it's not a pew because this man knows the position he holds, and that's why he cannot do this thing that he's doing. It is not a pew. But because our people are quick and are waiting for a pastor to do something so that they can bring the person down. Somebody said this caller is not a well-trained security personnel. You can say what you want to say.
I was just waiting for you to read the comment yourself.
you can say what you want to say. I'm just telling you, for his own security, for his anything, he does not have to explain. As long as he tells you that I don't have a license to carry and it's not a pew, he doesn't have to explain. Because let me tell you, he does not owe you an explanation. The person that is holding that camera, ask him where has he been chasing him from. If people are not understanding this thing, you just come with camera one time and I wine glass, and you people think I'm threatening the person. No, there's a story behind it. So the person that posted that video, ask him, where is the rest of the story? Where's the rest of the story?
We played because
people are just sitting down here and just concluding just because he's a pastor. Where's the rest of the story?
That the priest interviewed the guy to ask if he knew him or anything like that. And the guy was like, no, he would normally that. I think that's
what deny it.
Content.
Because, let me tell you, if a woman is fighting with her husband, she will cause this man finish. She'll carry the phone and start recording. She'll not be cursing him when she's recording. You know that, right? And she'll say, yo, he attacked me. He said this, he said that, he said that. But let's just be honest. What did you say? Did you say anything? Because sometimes people are not mad. My sister, people are not mad. People are not mad. Something is triggering something. So give us the rest of the story.
Okay, well, like I said, this is still, I'm sure the internet has not forgotten, so I'm sure there's still going to be more developing stories. And while we were talking earlier, I find something on Instagram again that I wanted to share again with us. I was going to hand off this live stream in an hour, but it's taking us where it is now. So I added a few more things actually that I saw. Let me refresh this page. So I think a few people had something to say. Mr. Macaroni had something to say. Mr. Macaroni. Right. Let me
witness was clickbaiters, just looking for more money. I probably wasn't even their target. Their target was to make more money. And I was falsely accused of bearing a firearm, pointing a firearm at an aggressive content creator.
I mean, that video of that guy, when he was talking to him, I did not see any form of aggression from that guy. Okay, when we that video that we watched, I did not see any form of aggression from that guy. But let's keep listening.
Who came within personal distance. The only thing separating me and him was about maybe 3/4 of a meter and glass. I do not have a pistol license for a firearm. I do not carry a firearm, and I pointed no firearm at anybody. Amen.
So apparently, what Mr. Macaroni says is saying that from that video that we have all watched. So in that video we all watched, is it that boy that was aggressive? He came in close proximity. That same video we all watched. So this is him asking the question, and I'm sure you and I that video we all watched. In my own opinion, that guy, I don't see him. I did not see or hear anything about it.
Sis, if you remember, I just said to you that if husband and wife are fighting, wife can finish cursing her husband and carry camera, or husband can finish cursing you and carry camera and let the other person be ranty and not say anything. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's why I said the person recording, where is the rest of the story? Where did this start from? That man is not seeing that person for the first time. And let me tell you, a lot of these celebrities that we know still threaten when it's not everybody that likes people coming close to them. Do you understand? Because some people have already had bad experience before, and you don't know people's intention. Somebody might just come close to you and has a knife, and before you know, or has something with them that is dangerous. So especially when people are carrying their family, people feel threatened. So if the person is coming too close to you, if you want to go and shoot your content and do your content by yourself, you don't want to be recording people. People don't want to leave people alone. Really leave people alone. If you want to have time with their family, leave them alone. Every time you see they want to pull out, every time you see they want to pull, people don't want that. People don't want that. Let people live normal lives. Okay. That's why I say, I don't know Macaroni, but he's saying the guy. Where did this start from? That's where you're gonna ask the guy. Where did you see him? Or you just saw him, you knew it was his car. You carry camera and start recording.
No. So let me go and find the interview with that. Daddy Freeze interviewed that boy. Let me find the video again. Let me find that video again because Daddy Freeze interviewed him. So give me a second. Let me find the video. It was with Daddy Freeze. Okay, so this is the interview with Daddy Freeze.
How are you doing?
All of you that are listening, brain cells, listen to me. You lose all your brain cells.
Imagine this poor innocent boy. We don't even get light. So tell me your side of the story, please. Have I ever met you before today?
No, sir.
Okay. So I asked you for permission to use your video. That's how I started chatting with you yesterday.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. So, sir, actually, on that page today, that was on this thing. On Friday.
Can we see your face, please? Is there any way you can get maybe another phone or something?
Sir, there's no other phone there, sir. There's no other. This place is dark.
Where are you? Okay, I don't want you to stay. And there's no other person beside you that can just shine their phone on your face.
No, sir. No, sir. It's because I say I want to send you because I wanted to enter both before. There's no light.
You wanted to enter?
Except maybe motor apartment, so their light can.
Okay. So tell us what exactly happened from your own perspective.
So, sir, actually on that Friday morning, there was one of my big daddy like that used to call me whenever I want to pass, so I can film his car there. So I left home around 7 o'clock to go to that roundabout.
That's 7 in the morning or 7 in the evening?
So did we hear that? The guy said it's one of his guy that anytime he wants to film cars, he will call him to come and film the cars. So it's like maybe they do this all the time. It's like car contents that they do I wish there's a way to rewind this back so we could hear that again, but let's keep listening.
Morning on Friday.
Okay.
On Friday, so he texted me say that I should come to the roundabout, that Ikoyi roundabout, because that's where I used to stay. That's where I used to film cars like that. So after
that's
I got there,
Ikoyi roundabout just before the Ikoyi bridge.
Yeah.
Ikoyi bridge.
Yeah, that leads to Banana.
Okay, so all right, so you are not in Lekki, you were on the Ikoyi side.
Actually, that morning I was in Lekki. My dad used to call me to film his car that morning, so I have to come from Naija to that place to film his car. So after done with his car, I just like to video some Range Rover that morning. I wanted to video like 10 to 15 Range Rover, then add the clip together, then post on my TikTok. So that was my plan. So and that was the first Range Rover that we spot in that morning. That autobiography was the first Range Rover that we spot. That's the first. So as I see the car that is coming, I didn't want to video it first. So I just like, let me start from this Range Rover. So after I start this thing, so as the man now passing, I don't even know the person that is inside, to be very honest.
Did you touch the car? Did you at any point touch
I did not move close to the car. I did not move close. I even moved, like I moved back then. I don't feel like I'm disturbing him or something. I moved back. So I was not even close to the car at all. I was not even close to the car. So as I start this video, so I will just say, boss. Like boss. So as in that part, I was so happy. I just want to acknowledge you, sir. Yo, thanks for your video stuff like that. Was what I was expecting. So as when they say don't do that, I was like, sorry, boss. I don't know that I should get your set. So I did not really focus on it. I was just focus on my own screen.
Yeah, you did.
So because to get the video perfect, that was what I used to do, to get the video clean. So I did not really know. So as soon as Sudan left, I did not even know what is his land. I thought he want stuff in his land. So I did not know. So as soon as he left,
say the thing no be GUN. So let's not focus on what was on his hand. Me, I'm more concerned about where you threat to him. Did you jump in front of his car? Did you shout in any way?
Okay, sir. I did not shout, sir. I don't even, nobody can even hear my voice.
Do you have any other person that was recording you while you were recording the car? Can we get any other footage from anywhere?
So that particular day, there's no any other person. At that time, I was only the one that ran about. After I think that should come and video is made back. His class made by X600. After I video the car for me, so people on my TikTok used to ask me that I should record Range Rover autobiography. So that was what's in my mind, and that car was the first car that we spot in that morning.
That was the video of the guy, obviously him explaining his own part of the story there. So, Sister Natu, what do you think? Do you still think that? Go on, carry on.
No, let me tell you, I said everybody have their own side. And people in the comment section are saying stuff bashing me. Let me tell you, for the fact that we don't reason the same, you don't see this thing that happened the same the same point of view.
Yeah,
exactly. So there's no need telling me you don't know I'm having brain cells dead, drain, whatever. You can log out. I don't have to. I'm not insulting any of you. I'm not insulting any of you. I'm just giving my own side of my own point of view. That I think this is what happened. That is a possible side of what happened. Let's look at it from another angle. So if you people don't listen to issues to see other angles, it has to be the same angles. You're part of the world's problem. It doesn't have to be your own side of the story all the time. If you believe it's GUN, I'm fine with it. I'm just saying there's a possibility it might not be a GUN. For me, I don't believe in a GUN. This is what I think, And the person will never come to tell you if it's not a GUN, this is what it is. Because guess what? It's protecting himself.
You know what?
He's not going to take him out and tell you secret.
For me, Stanatu, I disagree with you on that. Being a public person, being a pastor, and with the fact that he said he was going to explain to his congregation, I felt he at least obeyed the members of his church what he was holding. That's why I believe. That's why I thought. I think it should have been fair. Like, I'm absolutely transparent.
I'm not disputing that. Oh, I'm not disputing that. People that think that he owes them, I'm not disputing it. But I'm just saying, people are not. I think the possibility of him not saying that is for security reasons. That's my own part. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I'm saying that the possibility of him not saying is probably for security reasons, even though the people feel like he owes them. This is what it is. When I used to do patrol, I've never had the same pattern every day. So people that will sit and say, okay, we're gonna leave this place at this time because this lady will come at this time. No, I'll come at a different time. I'll use a different angle. They're just tired of me. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So people have different ways of doing their things, and I will never, even when we go to meetings, they'll say, "Oh, not to come and tell because your own this thing is always different from others. You always have, so are you gonna teach us?" I'm not teaching anybody anything. Go and figure out how to do your own work because this is my own style. This is my own style. So if you want to go come up with your own, please do. But by all means, that's mine. And that's it. So people that are coming to say this, that's what I'm saying. That's the boy side of the story. Matter of fact, I'm just hearing the boy side of the story now. But if people feel, see, the truth is that when we do talk to people, right, we can't tell people how to react. Even if at first sight we feel threatened, it's okay. But you don't even know the past trauma the person is dealing with. Do you understand what I'm saying? He has had problem with content creators before, maybe, maybe not. Sometimes you just have to give people benefit of doubt. But I just feel like just jumping on the wagon and say, "Oh, you lie, you did this, what we did, you have anger problem, can you come, can you come?" I just feel like it's too quick. Let me tell you, I know it's not related to this, right? But this story, you might think I'm funny. There was a day I went to the store. I think that was after I don't like sharing this story, but let me just say. So I went to the store and I saw a lady with a baby. The baby was so cute. And that was, I think, after my second field idea. And I got the baby cute and I said, "Oh, the baby is so cute." And you know what the lady did? The lady just pulled out this cover of a baby's trolley. And she just covered the face of the baby. I'm telling you, I just said the baby is cute. She just pulled and covered the face of the baby. And I came back home and started crying.
Oh,
That was so dramatic. Every time I remember the story, I will laugh. I will say that you're so dramatic. But that day, I was just in my feelings. Do you understand what I'm saying? I know it doesn't correlate today, but I'm just saying, like that day, I was just in my feelings. I'm like, "Oh, this is just happened to me." The person doesn't even know me. The person does not even know me. So I'm not blaming the person for the way she acts for what happened to me. It's not her business. So sometimes we really can't say the reason why people act a certain way. But I just feel like quick jumping to judge, blah, blah, blah. That's just my own side. And people that are not okay with my own side, please chew wise. The weather is hot outside, especially if you're in America.
Thank you so much, sis. Thank you for that
No,
experience. So, guys, I'm going to take this last 2 comments and then I'm going to round up. Like I said, I've got another live stream at 7 o'clock, so I just want to be able to, relax my high. So, guys, for those who are new on this channel, please, when you're dropping your comments, I wouldn't want anybody to be disrespectful or rude to anybody. I believe we are all matured minds and we can drop our opinions respectfully. We agree to disagree, and just because we are not agreeing with one another does not mean that we should, we should use offensive words. Please, guys, I want to be that we are all matured. So, like I said, I am still of the opinion that he should have addressed what he was holding to his congregations. Oh, members of my church, I did not have this. I did not hold this. This was not what I was holding. I did not have the permission to carry this. I did not have the permission. What I was carrying was not a pew. What I had with me was my whiskey jar. What I had with me was my inhaler that I carried in a special holder. What I had with me was hand moisturizer. It could have, this is my own opinion. I felt it could have, at least put that part of the explanation out. And also the guy, obviously from when we saw the video of that guy, like people have said here, if you feel threatened, why did you slow down? Why did you stop your car and wind down your window? If you felt threatened, if you felt like somebody was stalking you or following you, you shouldn't have stopped. You shouldn't have given them the chance to even have communication with you, but you stopped, which means that you encouraged that person to carry out whatever it is they intended or they might have intended on carrying out on you. If that was me, even if I was familiar with that person, I wouldn't have stopped the car. Knowing that I am a high-profile VIP person, I wouldn't have stopped the car. I would have just, driven by. But it stopped. I don't know why it stopped. And like I said, in my own opinion, what he had in there looked like a pew to me. That's my opinion. You don't have to agree with me. Anyway, guys, I'm going to read the last comment and then I'm going to round up this live stream, okay? And I'm just going to start saying thank you to each and every one of you who have been here. Samuel said the guy raised 350K. DF raised. Oh, okay, that's good on DF. At least we all know that DF always raised money for people when they come in there. Lee Song or I hope this is how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing it well. What's wrong in this guy videoing expensive cars? Is there any law preventing him from doing so? Apparently, some people did not like it. I mean, like I just said earlier on, if the car had registration number and you're filming cars with their registration plate and you're compiling it and put it onto social media, some alleged 419, some alleged armed robber can track or trace such cars. So in a way, it's not really, maybe the guy needs to change his content. Okay. Miss Monet said exactly the least you could have done. Arike said some rich folks are just fond of harassing the people who look less privileged. I mean, that seems to be the norm in Nigeria nowadays, but what can we do? Is another said, I did not disagree with anybody's point. I was just giving another angle, but it was obvious compression is an issue. I hope, like I said, we are allowed to have our different issues. Obviously, looking at things at other angle and other points is also allowed as well. Arika said, if I felt threatened, I would speed up. The traffic was free. Thank you. And laugh aloud. This not to say laugh aloud. I don't get a choice, my sis. Nigeria will never happen to any of you that are here. In Jesus' name, Nigeria will not happen to us. Arika said, we should even ask why he's even driving without a registration number. Okay. That is another one. Why he was driving without a registration number? That's another question. Uncle Pastor Adefarasin, they don't say why are you driving why are you driving a plateless car? If that is a word, if that's a word, no registration plates exactly. And I know cars in Nigeria have to have plate numbers. Is a VIP, okay? So, like, what is the requirement for driving on the road for VIPs in Nigeria? Because in the UK, if you're a private person, you either have a private plate number, but you cannot be on the road without a sort of registration number to identify your car. Because if that car were to be involved in an accident, how would they be able to trace the car? If that car was involved in an accident and the driver drives off, how would they be able to retrace the car? So, like Nigerian government, so are VIPs not allowed, maybe customized plate or something? So he was driving a Range Rover without registration number. So God forbid that car was used in a motor accident. How would they be able to recognize that was a car that was in an accident? So here in the UK, I know some people have private plate numbers. Some people have custom numbers. Even, see, if police officers, they are undercover police officers and they are driving private cars, I can identify if that car is a police private car. Yes, I can identify it. So now if you're a VIP, okay, you are a VIP, you're being VIP is not protecting me from danger. Why the hell are you not? Why is it that you don't have a plate number? So that's another question, okay? Exactly, Nigerian person, there was no registration plate on that number, on that car. So in a way, that was why I asked, what are the requirements for VIPs when they drive on the road with plateless cars? Arike said, if it's a common man now, they will catch us for not having exactly. So Glory Choma, if it's a VIP, are VIPs allowed to drive cars without plate numbers? God forbid, if that car was maybe stolen or hijacked and they use it to go and rob other people, how would they be able to how would they be able to trace whose car it belonged to or who was driving that car? Naija, you're welcome. And Nigeria's papa said, I don't believe him. Even in America, you can't exactly. So why is that allowed in Nigeria? So there are a lot of questions. This case is just all over the place. There are a lot of questions. Why was he driving a plateless car? Why? You are a VIP. Okay, how do I even identify you as a VIP? If at all, or look past stop you for road, how are you going to be like, how can I, your car, how do I check? Okay, you are a VIP. What is a sign? What is a symbol to say you are a VIP? I would imagine that should be your car registration number. But what do we know? We are just bloggers. Let me zip my mouth. Allegedly, everything here is allegedly. Okay? I don't have money for court case. Glory Chama said he has paid so much money to drive that car. But still, it should still have some sort of plate number to recognize or identify that car. I'm just saying. Exactly, no plate for UK, no fit try am. You can't. Even if you want to buy motor self, how do you want to drive away your car from a dealer without plate number? Because your car needs to be insured before you carry the car come up for a dealer. So make it make sense. The car dealer might give you a temporary one that is registered to the dealer just for you to transport your car to your house. So immediately the car dealer is removing their own numbers. You should have your own plate number. So A Nigerian's perspective said, if it's a taser, say it. If it's a pew, say it. You brandish something. Exactly. That's my thought as well. You definitely brandish something. What was it? And were you licensed to carry it while driving? He said he doesn't have a license to carry anything. So I felt he should have told us what it was that he brandished. Was he a whiskey jar? Was he a whiskey bottle? Or was he a Pami bottle in a special carrier? We don't know. Exactly, Arike. We need a requirement, like, okay, let's say for instance, I have a VIP friend. As a VIP, or maybe I'm a VIP in Nigeria, what are the requirements of me driving my car as a VIP? Okay, do I need to have some sort of maybe paperwork to carry with me, should in case I get stopped? Maybe, but I don't think it's a matter of paperwork. It should be something. Life will not what did I do? It should be something that, God forbid anything happens, that they'll be able to say, okay, this is the owner of the vehicle. Yes, there's no plate number or whatever. There should be something that should be able to identify the owner of that car with that car. I'm just saying. Allegedly, I'm saying it's allegedly. I don't have money for court case. Arika said, how is he even a VIP? I don't know. He said, apparently they are above the law. Nigerian man said, he's a VIP. Question is he responsible? That one, another question for another deal. Guys, if you have the answer, drop it in the comment section. Arika said, what they can do outside, they will be bragging in Nigeria. Exactly what they can. I think we meant to write what they can't do outside, they will be bragging in Nigeria. Nigeria buy anything. Nigeria contain anything. Nigeria will take anything. Anything condemnable. Nigeria will say, open door, enter. Okay. Natu said they usually keep the plate in the car. That is what I noticed when I went to Nigeria. All right, okay. That could be another. Like I said, we don't think we don't come off our house, so we don't know. Seke said that 1 5 years. So beautiful. Thank you so much for the compliment. Thank you. Anyway, guys, thank you to each and every one of you who have been a part of this live stream. I really appreciate you. I see a couple of newcomers here. If you love it here, please like and hello, Genergy. I'm just going. I've been here for an hour 40 minutes. So if you have the chance to watch back, feel free to do so. I see a few newcomers here. If you like what I do on my channel, feel free to press the subscribe button, share this video, turn on your post notification. Do not hesitate to join my membership. Life with Nato, shout out to you. She's one of my members on this channel. And yeah, subscribe, share this video. And if you are available, join me at 7 o'clock tonight. Let's discuss the marriage breakdown of the Nigerian popular actress Biola. Is that Biola? I can't remember her last name now, but yes, if you turn on your post notification, you should receive a notification button for when we start. So we'll be talking about the breakdown of Biola's marriage and all that has been shared on social media. I am tempted to move this the video for tomorrow, but I've been postponing it, and you all know news like that, they are trending news. So if I'm able to come back at 7 o'clock, I will come back. If not, I might have to move it. But let's see. Okay, let's see. Nigeria Perspective said he also has, yes, I think you're the second person who has mentioned this on this show, that he has an anger issue. And I think there was also somebody else on social media who called him out that said that he has an anger issue. So that, So this Nigerian man said he also has anger issues. In 2023, he slapped an Okada man, also captured on camera. If his wife comes spits to say there's DV, I will believe him. Lobaton. Okay. He has anger management issues. Okay. Now said I can understand driving without plates. Okay. I can never understand that driving without plates. I don't think they should be allowed to drive without plates either. Janet said, now shouldn't that be against the law? Like if we all exactly it's against the law. It's against the law. Glory Chema said, Mom of 5, I saw your pic somewhere. Glory Chema, there's been a saga. Some useless folks have been putting my face on social media, on TikTok, on YouTube, talking about something, but I am not here for that. I am not here for that. So they claim to be the judges or whatever of whatever saga. So yes, Glory Chama, just ignore. It's got nothing to do with what I do on my channel anyway. And I think I did a video, was it 2 days ago, addressing what actually transpired to those people now putting my face on YouTube. But I'm not bothered, Glory Chama, to be honest. I'm not to let them keep, I've asked them if they are still talking, and I drop a short video for them to shut up. So if they don't want to shut up, let them carry on. I don't have time for small girls that are still wearing pants. I don't have time for them. Nigerian man said, who will now interview Biola to say her story? I don't know. Maybe she's going to do a show on her channel at some point to explain, but I doubt she's going to come out and say anything like that. But let's wait till that time to do our live stream at 7 o'clock. So guys, like I said, thank you so much for you being here. Like and share, subscribe to my channel. I take business advertisement. I'm available for collaborations as well. So Sister Natu, I already paid for the delivery of that. I already paid the custom charge, so it's going to be delivered tomorrow. So we start, and it starts smelling nice. So I can't wait. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. And I shall see you at 7 o'clock Niger time today. Let's do Biola's talk today. Okay. Vivian V said, guys, please show me a plate number of your president and governors, military head of states, Dangotes, Okoyas. Exactly. These people should not be, majority of them drive, allegedly, majority of them drive without plate numbers. I guess I person will get money. Anyway, guys, I'll see you at 7 o'clock. And before you go, please like the video before you go. And I'll see you at 7 o'clock tonight. All right. Bye for now. Rendezvous at 7 p.m. Yes, so you guys should come up with all of your smart minds, thinking minds, because obviously we're diving into somebody's marriage breaking down, and we're going to be diving into a lot of things because there's been a lot of stories on social media, like a lot on social media. So yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you, and I shall see you at 7 o'clock. All right. Bye for now.